Let me know when we're on. We're on? Okay. I want to review a couple problems from the homework that was turned in yesterday. I'll pass it back at the end of class that were caused a little bit of difference. So the first is we had something like this. We said f of x times g of x, and we said find the roots. And some people struggled with this. How do I find the roots of f of x times g of x? We talked about a way to do this on Tuesday, and I said make sure you get this down. It's crucial. Javier. We said there's a way to know where f of x times g of x will have roots. Michelle? What do you think? Say that one more time. Certainly, yes. Absolutely. We want to equal this to 0. Absolutely right. So we want to know, when is this side going to be 0? Thoughts on how do we know for sure when this side will equal 0? Fernando, what do you think? Say it again. That's right. Whenever either, so when either f of x or g of x equals 0, and by equals 0 we mean slash has a root, slash has an x-intercept, slash has a 0, if you think about it in the calculator terminology. Right? Whenever either f of x or g of x equals 0, has a root, has an x-intercept, has a 0, then f of x times g of x equals 0, slash has a root. Crucial to understand this concept. Crucial to understand this. Because 0 times anything is 0. So if f of x equals 0 at some x value, and g of x equals 100, 0 times 100 is 0. This will have a root. If g of x equals 0 and f of x equals negative a million, 0 times negative a million is still 0. Questions on this? This was one, yeah, Fernando?
You can't have the root if none of them equal, right?
True. Absolutely right. One of them must equal 0. If not, no root. Very good point. Okay. The next one that a lot of people had some difficulty with was a problem like this. And I put a video of this online, but I'm not sure if people chose not to watch it or whatever it might be. F of x divided by g of x. And the question here classically is, what is the domain? Right? So find the domain. Find the domain. When you think about finding the domain, right, always you want to do this. This is always what should go through your head. If you need to write this down, I would highly encourage you to write down. This is what should go through your head. What values of x will cause problems for the function? Let me repeat that. What needs to go through your head is effectively write it in purple. What values of x will cause problems for the function? What values of x will cause problems for the function? So you have to think, what could cause problems? In a fraction, what could cause problems? You think about a fraction. What could cause problems in a fraction? Joshua Hawthorne.
Having a negative denominator.
Say it again?
Having a negative denominator.
A negative denominator is okay. Matthew Resendez? Having 0 in the denominator is problematic. So in this case, we know if g of x equals 0, then problem. If g of x equals 0, we've got a problem. So that means that anytime g of x is 0, in other words, any x value that makes this 0 will not be in the domain. If there is an x value that makes the bottom 0, that cannot be in the domain. Everything else can be, but just whenever x value makes the bottom 0, remove it from the domain. Because if the bottom is 0, as Matthew just said, we have some problems. So any x value that makes g of x 0, remove it. Questions? Alrighty. And the last one that I think everybody except like one person missed this, so I really didn't count it, was when we had, we said that h of x equals x, and we said f of x is like x squared minus 3x. And then we said g of x equals f of x minus 3 times h of x minus 6. This caused immeasurable pain for people. Okay, step 1, most people got step 1 very nicely. Step 1 is, what could I rewrite for f of x? In other words, what could I if I want to take out f of x and put something in, Michelle, what is the something I could put in? X squared minus 3x, and here's the key point that a lot of people mess up. Minus, bring the minus down, 3x minus 6. In fact, you just put this x in parentheses. Where did this x come from? Can anybody tell me? How did I get x here randomly? Jessica Guerrero? Right. H of x equals x. So I just replaced h of x with x. And now, we just multiplied 3 times x. So we have g of x equals x squared minus 3x. 3 times x is just 3x minus 6. So g of x equals x squared minus 6x minus 6. Questions on this? People were doing some very strange math, like multiplying weird things here, like trying to distribute some stuff. I didn't know what was going on. If somebody has a specific question here, please ask it. Maybe others in the class have it as well. Of like how the multiplication works. V&A? No? No questions? All right. Let's move to the next thing. So let's stop and restart. How much time did I have left, Dylan?
End the
Perfect.
recording.